What's up guys, it's Red back once again, and today we're talking about Catalina. Now this is a character who has been making her way around the rumor mill for a while now. It all started back over a month ago when credible and popular leaker Senjokuhara Hitagi began to drip feed down some info about Smash Ultimate that he had heard. Part of that info was that Catalina from Granblue Fantasy was in discussions to be added into Smash Ultimate. He noted that Nintendo and Cygames, the developer of Granblue Fantasy, were still in the discussion phase. Okay, so Senjokuhara Hitagi, I know what you're thinking, who the heck is that? Well, this is Senjokuhara Hitagi. But that's not the Senjokuhara we're talking about. We're talking about the leaker, this Senjokuhara Hitagi. Okay, so Hitagi became a lot more known after leaking the new Samurai Spirits game back before the Tokyo Game Show. A game not many people saw coming and proved right off the bat that he had some sort of credible information. From there, he's gone on to correctly leak several additional things in other fighting games like unrevealed SNK Heroines characters. Now Hitagi was upfront from the start about Smash Ultimate and said he didn't know when any of the characters would be revealed or how many would the final roster include, but his sources claimed that Steve would be playable and that a stage would come along with him. Sound familiar? Sounds just like our fighter pass, doesn't it? Get prepared, Banjo fans, Doomsday is coming. But Hitagi also claimed that Nintendo were in fact in negotiation with Cygames for Catalina, as I said earlier. Also, SparkNotes version, Vergaben has vouched for Hitagi on several occasions. Whether that means anything to you or not, I don't think it matters, as Hitagi's credibility has spoken for itself. Okay, now that you're up to speed on Hitagi, I know what you want to know. Who the heck is Cygames? No worries fam, I got you. Cygames is a Japanese video game development studio that was established back in 2011. Their primary focus is mobile and web browser games, making up just under 90% of their entire video game library. Now Cygames have been trying to make their way into the Western scene, as right now their games are huge hits, but mainly focused in Asia. They have been sponsoring fighting game tournaments across the Western world, including the biggest of them all, the 2018 EVO tournament. They really want to get their name on the map, and that's certainly quite the way to do it. So why would Nintendo be talking to this company anyway? Well, Nintendo actually invested into Cygames, buying 5% of the stock and agreed to partner up on future game Dragalia Lost. So Nintendo clearly has their hand in Cygames' cookie jar. No worries, I know what you guys still want to know. Who the heck is Catalina? This is Catalina. Now I know exactly what you're thinking. How could Sakurai add another Fire Emblem character? But I already told you guys, this is Granblue Fantasy. Don't get them mixed up. So why are you so against her inclusion, Red? No worries, anonymous commenter. I'll answer. It's all because of Gacha. Gacha man! No. Not that Gacha. That one's awesome. I'm talking about this one. The one that sucks the souls out of millions of people's wallets. In case you've been living under a rock or in isolation, Gacha games are the money-grabbing sensation that have been sweeping the nation. I'll give you guys the SparkNotes version once again. You know those toy capsule machines at the mall or other stores? You see some cool junk in there and you're like, hey, I want that junk. So you run up, you throw a quarter in it, twist, and bam, out pops a Mr. Game & Watch tattoo. But that's not the one you wanted. You wanted the Isabelle tattoo. So bam, in goes another quarter. Out comes another one. Is it Isabelle? Nope. And this is the essence of Gacha. They are free-to-play games, usually tailored in the style of RPGs. They grab people in by implementing essentially loot box systems in order to obtain characters, items, and other things like that. So rather than being able to buy characters outright, people gamble away money day after day after day, trying to get their favorite waifu or their favorite One Piece character. Gacha games are not about fun. They're about taking people's money at their core, and that is the kind of game that Granblue Fantasy is. A game designed to prey on the gambling tendencies of people, and it's incredibly effective. Granblue has now ballooned to over 22 million players as of this month. It's a massive game at this point. So this is my first reason for wanting her exclusion. I don't think this character was designed with fun in mind. I don't want a character in Smash whose existence was created for a gacha game. That to me feels like the opposite of what Smash is all about. Sakurai preaches about Smash should be fun and how it was made for others to have fun. That's not what Granblue or Catalina was made for. It was made to grab as much money from people as possible. Yes, I know, at the end of the day, all games have to turn a profit and are created to make money to some extent. But a lot of games you can feel the creators' passion involved. You know they genuinely care about the game and the people's thoughts and opinions of their project. Those are the kinds of characters who should be in Smash, a game supposedly all about fun. And gacha isn't the only reason I want Catalina out. There's also the fact that she'd serve as a walking advertisement. Now this has already happened in Smash before. Corrin was thrown in as DLC before the Fire Emblem Fates game had even made its way to the US. People from the West had no idea who that character was outside of the mantle of Fire Emblem. And though I actually ended up liking Corrin's design and moveset, it just didn't sit right with me that they were clearly thrown in just to help promote the upcoming game. With Cygames open about wanting to expand in the West and Nintendo investing stock into them, it seems like the next logical step for them would be to try and pull a repeat Corrin. I'm sure Cygames is foaming at the mouth to get the opportunity for one of their characters to get into Smash Bros. They're already seeing the dollar signs converted into their gacha-filled paradise. Now, one of my own wanted characters faces a similar situation as this. Sora from Kingdom Hearts could most likely be used to rally support for a possible Switch release of Kingdom Hearts 3 or another Kingdom Hearts game. But there's a difference. Sora is already a well-established character in the entire world. It's not a name that's uncommon to people in the gaming universe. If Corrin's game, Fire Emblem Fates, had already been released in the West, I wouldn't have had a problem with that at all. And same for Grand Blue. It erases the point, but that's not the case in those two scenarios, so that's the difference in my eyes. If Catalina makes it into this game, for me it's a giant cop-out and Nintendo just selling themselves out so hard. I don't want her anywhere near Smash Ultimate. But hey, that's just my opinion. And if you want Catalina in, you're entitled to that, and more power to you. That brings us to the end of this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something along the way. Let me know your thoughts of any of this stuff I covered down in the comments below. Don't forget to check out some of my previous videos if you have time, and subscribe with notifications on for more future content. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time.